Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. As matters inch closer and closer towards jury selection and trial in the capital case styled as Idaho versus Kohberger, I wanted to revisit a matter, one of the most unusual rulings in this entire case, in my humble opinion. If you have not yet had an opportunity to listen to episode 581 of the podcast entitled A Surprise Ending to the IGG Issue, please do, because this is a follow-up, if you will, to that episode. Briefly, back on April 18th, 2025, in one of the rulings on a number of in limine motions that were pending before the court, Judge Hippler, in light of the fact that the state has indicated it will present evidence through Detective Brent, that should be Brett, of course, Payne, that defendant's name was revealed to law enforcement through a tip. To avoid issues at trial, the court advises the parties to arrive at a mutually agreeable narrative about how the tip came about. The parties are also directed to jointly craft a jury instruction advising the jurors to not concern themselves with the source or nature of the tip. And then the footnote referenced here, number 3, if agreement cannot be reached, the parties are to submit to the court their proposed narratives prior to trial, and the court will decide how it will be presented, and then presumably direct both sides as to what the court's finding will be if the parties cannot come up with a mutually agreeable narrative that the judge also agrees with. But monitoring the docket to see if these narratives have been sent either as a proposed mutual narrative or as separate narratives. The bottom line is that Detective Payne is going to have to testify as to something. The jurors are not to concern themselves with the source or nature of the tip. That's what the court ruling here is. My question to you is, do you feel that the jurors are going to wonder why they're being told not to concern themselves with the source or the nature of the tip, and given the enormity of this case, that there are multiple victims, so many issues, and the person who was before that jury was brought to the attention of law enforcement, but all that's said is this is a tip. Do you think, number one, the jury may wonder more, how did Mr. Kohberger get to the attention of law enforcement such that he then became a suspect in this case? Do you feel that that's not an issue? Do you feel in any way this could impact the proceeding? And if so, how? We give our opinions here always under the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. We are speculating, we're giving opinions. There is no way for any of us to know for sure about any of this. We're trying to think how someone else might react, which is pure speculation. If you like our content, I would greatly appreciate it that you hit a like, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already done so. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.